Hi, welcome to a special edition of Inside the Artist with your host John J. Ruppert. We want to let you guys know that we listen to all the messages and all the comments that you provide us on our YouTube page, JJ Root Promotions. In fact, a lot of the comments we receive on our YouTube page are about the renowned author, poet, and now artist Emiliano Martin. So what we decided to do, we decided to show up unannounced and surprise Mr. Martin to find out what he's up to, because you guys asked for it, and Inside the Artist takes you there. First of all, Mr. Martin, we want to thank you for opening the door. When you seen it was us, you were kind of apprehensive. You know why we showed up, because we usually, set things up in advance. But because we've been getting a lot of response in reference to your woodwork, they asked, what's Mr. Martin doing? So we decided to come up and say, hey, what are you doing?
Doing fine, thank you.
And what are you working on now?
Oh dear, I'm always writing something, and in between writings I am doing something I enjoy very much, which is burning on wood. I make cartoons, then I paint over, and I'm having a lot of fun.
And we understand that you're working on a second book?
A second book about wood burning.
And what is that called again?
Pyrography. The book is going to be titled, I have two choices. I can make it part 2 of the book I originally published early this year, or change the title with something else. I am not sure yet. I will make up my mind at the very end.
And when we walked in, we noticed you were putting some away. Can you show us some of your new work?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, this morning I was working on, since Halloween is coming up, I was working on some Halloween themes. And let me show you, if you don't mind. I have made this cartoon, which I painted over, and it seems to be very appropriate for Halloween. I was doing another Halloween theme.
Oh, that's nice.
This is, of course, you can tell the hat, the skeleton, and the legs are 2 brooms, and I've been having a lot of fun. As a matter of fact, actually, I have done 3 of these for people who were interested in the original design.
Oh, wow.
I said, can I have one for my daughter, and blah, 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 and I have done 3 of these.
And I noticed it has a strap so they can hang it up.
Oh, absolutely. This is decorative.
Oh,
issue.
wow.
People can hang it on the wall.
Or the door?
Absolutely. Or a door or anything. Or throw it to the trash can. On the same subject of Halloween, I did another one, which is very appropriate for the season. You can see the fallen leaves, 2 fallen arrows, just for decoration, because arrows don't have much to do with Halloween, but they serve the purpose. Of course, the pumpkin and the skeleton with the 2 brooms, rather than 2 bones like the traditional pirates used to use in their flag. So this is another Halloween theme I've been working on, and this is actually the second, because somebody has requested, can I have one too?
So you had to give them the original?
Yeah, I gave up the original and I made one for myself. Unless somebody else comes up and says, can I have one?
Well,
anyway.
in reference to the arrows, a lot of people believe that when it becomes fall, a lot of new romances bloom. So technically, the arrows are in time with what's going on.
It's an interpretation, a poetic interpretation. Very good, John. On the same subject of Halloween, I did prepare another one, which is a typical Halloween.
Oh, wow.
Happy Halloween, an apple, a hat, and a pumpkin. Again, this serves for hanging it on the wall or on a door or whatever you want to do. And in the back, I have signed my name so that I don't forget. Actually, like I said earlier, I have another repetition of this. This is the original, but I already made a copy for somebody else who was interested in this for the occasion of Halloween. So I've been busy.
And what we will do is later on, when I edit this video, I will put in the actual photos of each piece Mr. Martin is showing us. This way you can see it clear. Even though you can see it clear in the video, you can see it up in the photos. So we thank you for letting us, have them photos later on. You send them to us.
You are the producer and the host of this program. In the number of woodwork I have been doing, I am not a religious guy, but I know there are people who are interested in religion. So I drew up the Star of David.
Oh, wow.
I have other types. I have crosses, I have all kind of stuff. But this is the typical Star of David.
That's nice.
That came out very nice, and it's all burned on wood, painted over, and again, it's got a
with the hook, yeah.
hook so that people can hang it on the wall.
I like how the star inside is the same color as the background.
Yeah,
That's nice.
I thought usually there are not two stars, there's only one. But I came up with
something
an idea
different.
that is not my original idea, but I think it's a nice decoration.
Yeah, it's nice. It kind of looks like it's almost like sunken in behind it.
Yeah, I think so.
Like an optical illusion.
Thank you. Yeah. This is something I've done about 5 or 6 of
Wow.
This is not just one. I have other types similar, but this is another product that I have to duplicate for people.
So a lot of people request that?
I think, well, I know my next door neighbor ordered one. Then his brother wanted another one. And one thing led to another, and overall I have done about 10 of
Oh my
these.
gosh.
I have the 4 that are mine because they are my private collection, but I have done about 10 devices like this.
That's nice. Especially with the holidays coming up.
Oh, absolutely. As you can see, the shapes of this woodwork are different. The shapes are based on what I can acquire in the store, because I buy the wood in the store, and this is a nice size.
Oh wow, that is nice size.
This is also a decorative.
Now, is that a particular ship?
Yeah, this is. I had a lot of fun doing it. As a matter of fact, I did it in April or May of this year, and somebody asked me to do another one, but it's got so much work on doing this, doing the ropes.
Yeah, you can see all the individual ropes. Yeah, and the clouds.
It's a lot of work. I have a lot of fun doing it, but I have to keep on moving with my craft because I'm also writing poetry. I'm writing prose. I'm so busy that I don't have time to do really what I want. But I have a lot of fun doing it.
And your fans have a lot of fun watching these videos. They're the ones that requested us to come out to see it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm impressed. I appreciate that. I have another piece that is totally different, because usually I do the work on wood, which is where I burn the wood, going over my original design. But this one is a little bit different, because even though this is wood, the wood is applied to that plate of metal, and the plate of metal is an excellent background, especially under the sunlight, because with the intensity of the sun, the color all around the metal changes.
Even in the video, I can see the reflection of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
It's
taking
amazing.
photographs of this myself, and sometimes the photograph is blue, sometimes it's purple, sometimes it depends on the intensity of the sun and the light going through. I mean, and this is a very special design, because, like I said, the combination of wood and metal all the way around, and of course it's got the
names on the
hook,
back,
and it's something I'm very proud of.
Yeah, it's nice.
Thank you.
Now, in reference to your work, once again, tell us, where can we purchase your original book and obviously your upcoming book?
The original book, based on these ideas,
oh, great, you have one.
published. Yes, I'm always trying to be ready for any occasion because you never know what's going to happen in life. The book I originally wrote was called Pyrography and Paintings on Wood. In the book, I have pictures of every piece of work I did up to that time.
Oh,
You
wow.
can go over and over and over, and I have all kind of pictures.
And is my memory is correct? You also have the explanations or descriptions of each artwork, correct?
Right under the picture, I try to describe what it is, although it is obvious. These are two hearts, and I put a penny so that you can see the size of the
Oh,
penny
wow.
versus the heart. So it's a nice piece of wood, and
That's amazing.
I got all types.
Yeah.
I mean, I got there are 130 pictures on
Just
this
in that book alone.
Just in this book alone.
Wow.
And the book can be acquired through the internet because the book is on demand.
Yeah, I know it's selling very well.
So far, I cannot complain. Amazon distribute the book. Very convenient to order the book because if you're a member of Amazon, for example, and I don't mean to run a commercial for Amazon, but everybody knows that if you're a member of Amazon, they don't charge you for delivery.
Yeah, free delivery.
So you buy the book and they deliver the book at your doorstep. You cannot go wrong. In other places like Barnes&Knoble, Books a Million, there are so many outlets in the internet.
And the publisher again was?
Lulu.com. If you go to the internet and you type in Lulu.com Pyrography and Paintings on Wood, I will appear, and they offer the book, and again, they deliver the book at your doorstep. Lulu.com does not ask for membership because it is a book publisher, so they would charge people for the delivery, and everybody knows everything is very expensive these days. But people are welcome to do whatever they want. The book is available in the internet, and all you have to do is type my name or the name of the book, and there are hundreds of internet outlets providing this book.
Wow.
In France, in Italy, in Saudi Arabia,
Oh, wow.
in India, in Korea. There are internet outlets all over the world that can provide the book, and of course in the US.
Now, also know, as you spoke earlier, that in addition to this book, you've also written, as your viewers know, you've written books on poetry, books on prose, books on history. So all those books can also be searched, Google, or whatever search engine they use, just by typing in your name, Emiliano Martin, and boom, everything comes up. And like you said, depending on where you order from, you can have it shipped to your house. If it's Amazon, not a plug, you can have it shipped free.
If that is what people prefer.
Yeah.
And it is very easy. In today's world, in the internet, it's very easy because everything can be found in the internet. In my case, if you type in the name in Google, Emiliano Martin, author of books, that's simple. A list of places where the books can be delivered will show up immediately.
And I know you said before in a previous interview we did, they're also available on digital as well. Some of the books.
Absolutely. Some of the books have been converted in digital. So far, the hard copy has sold much better than the digital, and I don't know why. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As long as the word is out there, as long as the product sells, nobody can take away the fun I had doing these sort of things. And believe me, in this book, I have all types of
Yeah.
pictures and ideas I came up with. As you can see, I have flowers, I have birds, I have butterflies, I have a lot of things. And I brought along a couple of
Oh, great! Yeah. Speaking of the book, do you have any original like to show us from the book?
from the old book.
Yeah, from the old book.
For example, a typical Spanish bull
Oh wow!
is a typical emblem all over the countryside of Spain, because wherever you go by car, you will see a hill, and on top of a hill, you will see this bull. Yeah, people recognize that. Oh yeah. So this is what I try to do.
Oh, that's nice and colorful.
I did another one, which is a wonderful.
Oh, but yeah, it's beautiful.
Butterfly. I love this one. This one is mine. I did 2 more for somebody else who wanted to have something like that, but I kept the original for me. And actually, this was done in 2020, 2019, pre-pandemic. But it's beautiful. Just the background. I love this one. That's why I kept this for myself. This is my private collection.
Now I wonder, because you're always doing new things. I wonder if you would try that butterfly on the back of the medal. That'd be pretty cool, yeah.
I haven't done it, and I think, to answer your question, I haven't done it because the wood on top of the medal is not large enough to make a butterfly of that size.
That size, correct.
So now my job is to go out
find
and
a bigger piece of
look
metal.
for something that is bigger than, because there is so much detail around the butterfly that I need space. I cannot do it in a small piece of wood, but yeah, it could be done.
Yeah, because you can definitely see the definition in that.
Yeah.
And the details are amazing.
I got another one that is in the book. I got another one from the old book. It's a picture of wine under the sun. And this is very handy because with the hooks I have on the surface of the wood, I can hang the keys. In other words, you can hang this on the wall.
Oh, wow.
And here you can hang the keys.
Yeah, you can check. You don't forget your keys hanging by the door. Yeah,
it's a very handy tool, and I have done 3 of these already.
Wow!
People who said, "Can I have one?" And I said, "Well, I have to work on it," and I did work on it, and I got away with it. And this is one of my favorites. This is also my own part of my private collection, but I have a lot of fun doing this.
Now, do you know when your new book will be coming out? Do you have a timetable?
Probably in January of 2023. Because since I published this book in January of this year, I feel kind of reluctant to publish another book before the end of the year. Although I'm getting closer to having as many pictures as I have in this book.
How many do you have so far for the new book?
Now I have about 125.
Wow.
And here I have, on the old book, I have 131.
Ooh.
So I'm getting closer to a book this size.
See, because I'm thinking it's only September, and the way you work, you may have enough to finish the second book just in time for the holidays.
It is possible, yeah.
Because that'd be a great gift. If anybody's listening out there, that'd be an excellent gift to give someone or for yourself.
You're giving me an idea. I may be able to finish it up the way it is and put it up before the end of the year. It's an idea. But I've been really busy, especially when people out of the woods come out and said, "Can I have a copy of this? Can I have this? Can I have that?" And I don't want to. I've done it. I've given away the original, and then when I think about it, I say, "Oh my God, that's my original!" And then I have to make a copy for myself. And then next thing you know is, can I have a copy too? I like it. So I find myself sometimes in the process of doing it 3 times.
Oh gosh!
So that means I cannot produce what I really want.
Yeah.
I have to dedicate myself. Well, I have made a commitment, and I have to deliver 2 more of this type, and it's not a problem. Because believe me, I enjoy doing it. But it's a time delay in my performance because I cannot come up with new material. Not to mention, I don't have time for my poetry.
Correct.
Life is complicated. Originally, I had about 10 pieces I did for my own, and I went to the library, and they asked me. I asked them if I could put a display in one of the rooms, and they told me, "What material do you have?" I said, "Well, I have about 9, 10, 11 pieces." I said, "Well, we have to fill the wall," and the guy said to me something like, "Why don't you make a catalog of what you have with the titles and number them so that we are prepared and blah blah blah." Well, I did it. By the time it was completed, COVID-19 started.
Oh gosh.
So my presentation at the library was shut down. Later on, I had another one in Langhorne, in the library, and it was a very small room. They were nice people, and everybody with a mask and looking from the distance, thinking that this could be contagious.
Yeah.
I know that some people took pictures. I know that because I was there. And it didn't go too well because, like I said,
with COVID,
we were going through the COVID. People were wearing a mask, and they were allowed like 4 people at a time.
Oh gosh!
I've never been in a situation like that. I know at that time the library did open the doors for selective people for so many minutes with a mask. Some people were wearing gloves, and it was pathetic. So, to answer your question, yes, it is in my agenda to come up with a big exhibit of everything, because I have over 200 pieces right now.
Wow.
Plus the ones I've been getting rid of.
The ones you've been working on.
Oh yeah, no, I've done a lot. And but this has been a lifesaver in a way through the pandemic days, because you know yourself, we couldn't go anywhere. We
can't see anybody,
And the pandemic has put a dent on everybody's life, and obviously in my performance doing these kind of things, I kept doing it, but I didn't have a place to go because now things are getting open little by little, and who knows, maybe the book will come out.
Are you working on any current Christmas themes right now?
Actually, I have been working on something very simple, but this is a test. This is not something that I may or may not go through, but this is the product.
Oh wow.
It is a simple sign that says Merry and Bright. I could explore this idea and come up with a tree, but you know, how many Christmas tree can we perform?
Yeah.
But this is an idea, and this is also a hanger.
Oh wow.
You can hang this on the wall or the door, and for the holidays. And it's very simple to do because I just paint the letters and made it very dramatic with the red and the green and the yellow, typical Christmas colors.
Well, I like the fact that you changed the word because everybody writes Merry Christmas. So Merry and Bright's actually nice.
Well, because of today's environment, some people feel offended or embarrassed to say Christmas.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
We don't want to go into that subject, but we'll just leave it as Merry Holidays or Merry Be Happy or Enjoy the whatever.
So, and in addition to your upcoming book on, it's pronounced again, Pyrography? Pyrography. Are you working on any books on your poetry or prose?
Yes, I am. I had 2 books I'm working on. I put them aside because I don't have time to produce more poetry, especially when I'm in the mood of wood burning. My hand, my mind, and I'm so preoccupied that I don't have time to think about my poetry, but I still squeeze in a poem here and there. And I have 2 manuscripts, 2 in English, and one that I'm trying to put together is English 1 page, Spanish on the other page.
Oh wow.
It will be a simultaneous translation of the poems of one language and the other. And I'm working on it. The manuscript is almost done. I just have to put my head together and come up with a title, come up with a final number of pages and the order of the poems, and of course the never-ending process of revising and updating and oh my God, why did I say that? That never ends. That's part of the writing.
And another thing I wanted to mention, we've been getting messages about, you started to do a lot of voice work, a lot of vocal presentation of familiar and famous songs. How do you like doing that?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I started by accident, having a conversation with a friend here and there. Oh, you know that song? Yeah, oh, you know, and how it was written and blah, blah, blah. And that gave me an idea of, well, let me tell you, because I know what happened to that song. I've always been interested in songs, songwriting, lyrics, the history behind the song. I always loved that, and I don't know everything, but I've read a lot, and I've been there, especially with the music of the 60s and the 70s, and so I've always been intrigued by what happened to a song. As a matter of fact, now that you mentioned that subject, I'm working on 2 pieces right now. A piece of Blowing in the Wind.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful...
Yeah, Bob Dylan.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful how the guy came up with the song and what happened and how it happened.
By the way, we want to let you know that the work you've been doing as far as the audio work and the audio presentation, obviously our viewers, like our interviews we do with you here, love it, because a couple of the ones we updated recently on our website have over 200 to 400 views within a week. So whatever you're doing, people love it. So continue to do and send us the audio work so we can put it up for you.
Thank you, John. I'm glad to hear that people like it. And I do enjoy music. I do enjoy the history behind the song. I do enjoy how the singers, the authors were able to come up with such beautiful melodies, lyrics. That's an experience that is it's been part of our lives, and I personally remember since I was a kid, I was always intrigued by all these events, musical events going on in the world, and I still am interested in. It's such a pleasure to listen to the good old songs.
Well, Mr. Martin, once again, we here at Inside the Artist want to thank you for opening the door, not deadbolting when you've seen us. I'm the host, John J. Ruppert. And what would you like to say to the people who told us to come out here?
I really appreciate your interest for following the poetry, the woodwork,
And the
pictures,
singing, the presentation, yeah.
audio presentations we've been putting up in the internet thanks to John Ruppert, who's been very kind to me. And I do appreciate your patience. You are wonderful.
Once again, Mr. Martin, thank you for your time, and we look forward to your next presentation.
Thank you.